Hello, my wonderful friends, and all my wonderful parishioners on this social space. I want to thank you for connecting with us, and I want to let you know that it's going to be a wonderful time today in this uh, leadership, faith, and sources hub with your dear friend Barisikena Emmanuel. My commitment and our commitment on the platform is to make sure that you drive yourself towards the success you desire. Rise up as the leader that you have always wanted to be and develop the faith that you need in order for you to push through every aspect of your desired endeavor. I want you to know that it's going to be a wonderful time today because I will be sharing with you uh, one of the some of the things that you need to do in order to excel and succeed. Today I will be talking on 6 to 7 things that, okay, let's say 8 things that you need to do in order to become the leader in your field. 8 things that you need to do in order to become a leader or the leader in your field. And for the purpose of time and comprehension, I've decided to break it into two. The first, we're taking the first four in the first session, and then I'll take the second four in a subsequent session. And that's why you need to connect with us so that once we get online, you are going to be part of the people that will benefit from this. And I believe that once you begin to apply those basic principles, tested principles, personally tested and corporately tested and globally tested principles, you'll discover that you will excel and rise up to become, you can never be the same as long as you have decided to adopt those principles as your working document. All right, let's go. I said I would be sharing with us 8 principles or 8 things you need to do or 8 responsibilities that you need to give attention to if you want to be the leader in your field or a leader in your field. You know, when we say that someone is the leader, that means every other thing and every other person navigates around the person. When we say a leader in your field, that means there are other leaders in that same field where everybody looks up to this person. I want you to know one thing, that driving towards success and pushing yourself to become the leader that you desire has always been in the heart of anyone. If you can never succeed in life until you begin to think leadership. Leadership is all encompassing. It's all about being successful. Once you are successful, gradually, without it, involuntarily, you find out that people navigate around you and people come to receive mentorship and direction from you. And let me also put this across at this particular point in time. We have leaders in the ICT industry. You find people like Mark Zuckerberg, you find people like Princeton, you find people like the Microsoft guru, Bill Gates, and his wife Melinda. And when you talk about the issue of automobile, you talk about Mercedes Benz, you talk about persons who have actually championed the cause of Peugeot and a whole lot of that. Back here where I stay in Nigeria, Africa, we celebrate Gani Fayomi. If you are a lawyer and you don't know anything about Gani Fayomi, you are not part of the system. In the music industry, you find people, if it's in the Western world, you find people like Rihanna, you find people like Chris Cross, you find people like Jennifer Lopez, you find people like Michael Jackson, who has actually championed a strong cause in the area of music, especially pop music. When you talk about the issue of governance and leadership, find people like Abraham Lincoln, you find personalities who have actually championed the cause of human development and national transformation, like former South African President, President Nelson Mandela. These are people who have stood out as the leader. We have other persons who are actually making contributions, and they are like a leader in that field. All right, having explained that, I want us to realize that it is in your responsibility to do the needful in order for you to be the leader. The first thing that you need to push for, you need to drive towards in order for you to be the leader or a leader in your field is to, number one, have this vision to be the leader and a leader in your field. Have this vision, have this goal, drive this passion to be the leader wherever you are in your state, in your city, in your county, in your country. There are people who are there doing something that you also have desire to do, but you can actually push through. Where there is no vision, where there is no mission, where there is no goal, life becomes or turns you into a goat. There's no motivation anywhere anybody can actually experience if there is no goal the person desires to reach out to or reach onto. I have this drive to be one of the leaders. I'm already a leader in my sphere when it has to do with leadership development, when it has to do with capacity building. But I've seen a lot of leaders in Europe like Brian Tracy, leaders like John Maxwell, and all that. I'm also a pastor. I desire to be a leader in that aspect, and I'm pushing towards it because I have a lot of leaders, their leaders like Bishop David Oyedepo of Winners Chapel globally. He's known as one of the leaders, someone that is championing the cause of pastoring a large church, an influential church all over the world. So I want to be that leader. I want to be part of the decision-making process when it has to do with my calling, with my passion, with my area of interest. In the same way, you need to make sure that you have that vision. You have the vision to be the one that will bring the first, the one that the software that is going to change the sphere of things. You need to have that vision. Where there is no vision, there is no drive. Where there is no vision, there is no passion. Where there is no vision, you can actually lose concentration. You can actually lose motivation whenever there is no vision in the area of your pursuit. So the first thing you need to do is to get a driving vision, get a workable vision when it has to do with your desire to be the leader in your field. Let me put this thing across to us before I go into the second one. You can be the leader in entertainment, you can be the leader in media, your company can be the leader when it has to do with human capital development. You can be the leader in the area of science and technology. You can be the leader in the area of medical research. You can be the leader in the area of youth development. So every aspect in music, in entertainment, you need to drive to make sure that you are that leader, and that vision must so much encompass you if you really want to achieve that desire to be the leader in your field. Okay, the second thing that you need to do, a responsibility that you need to put upon yourself when it has to do with becoming the leader in your field, is to make sure that you are committed to solving, firstly, bringing critical solutions in the area of your field. As long as you are committed towards making sure that you are the one that is bringing critical solutions. You find out that different establishments, different callings, different passions, different drives, different aspects of human endeavor, there is always a revolving issues of crises, issues of challenges. If you rise up to become the one that is going to bring out the critical solution to such kind of issues, you find that automatically everybody's going to navigate around you, everybody's going to be quoting you, everybody's going to be making reference to you. Just automatically you find people running around you. Let me just give this as an instance. Something happened when South Africa was having the apartheid challenge. The man, Nelson Mandela, stood out and he began to push. He stayed in prison for 27 years. I'm going to talk about that when I thought edition, the third point I want to mention. You find out that this man took it upon himself to provide solution when it has to do with governance. Before you know it, all African presidents began to give attention to the issue of peace, fighting for injustice, dealing with the issues of undemocratic processes. And before you know it, everybody's now quoting Nelson Mandela said, Nelson Mandela said, Nelson Mandela said. You need to come to that point where you begin to drive yourself to the point and pursue and make critical solutions that people will begin to quote you in your field. All right, the third thing that you need to do in order for you to be the leader in your field is to create a lot of leverage for mentorship. A lot of leverage for mentorship. What do I mean by creating a lot of leverage for mentorship? Life is all about contribution. As long as you are not making the right and required contribution to the people that are coming under you, you find out that you wouldn't be that leader. There are a lot of persons in different professions who find it, those of us who are lawyers, especially those who are now senior advocates, those who are now big lawyers of 18, 20 years of practice, you find people after that, they just fizzle out. Nobody knows anything about them. But you find these lawyers who have a lot of juniors, quote unquote, who have a lot of people under them that they are mentoring, people that they are pouring themselves into, people that they are developing, people that are making commitments to. These people are gradually following this man. And by the time you have a lot of people that you have mentored in a particular area, you find out that you are gradually becoming the leader. You are gradually becoming a leader in your field. There's this drive that I have so astoundingly. I have a lot of passion for young people. I have a lot of passion for business development. I have a lot of passion for leadership development. I have a lot of passion for youth advocacy. And just a couple of days ago, I was invited to talk to a set of young people, and they were close to about 150 or 200, and they didn't pay me. And I just got to that place excitedly. I gave them the best. And once you do that intentionally, you will discover that gradually you are becoming the leader that you desire in your field. And finally for this session, because I'm going to break it into another session, you must make the necessary sacrifices to rise up as a leader. One of the things that, one of the major characteristics of leadership is sacrifice. As long as you are committed to sacrifice, as long as there is a strong disposition when it has to do with your calling, your gifting, people who make sacrifices, the more sacrifices you make, the more you find yourself becoming the leader. Those who make less sacrifices will not be the leader. As long as you want to be the leader in your field, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a banker, whether this leadership something can be institutional, it can also be individualistic, as it were. Individuals can rise up to become leaders in their field. Companies can actually become the leader. We saw Kodak as a film or a camera producing company. Before you know it, we got Panasonic. Before you know it, a lot of other high-rising companies from Sony came in, and you know, from China. Before you know it, there's a lot of competition in the atmosphere. And before you know it, sparkling up everywhere are all leaders in that sphere of influence. So, dear friends, before I sign out in this session, you are on to Leadership, Faith, and Success Hub with your dear friend, Pastor Ikenna Emmanuel. And today, I was able to deal with what I call the 8 things, the 8 responsibilities that every one of us, you and I, yes, because I'm still doing whatever I'm telling you, the 8 things you must do in order for you to become the leader in your field. And the first thing I say is that you must have a very workable vision and goal in order for you to push your vision to become the leader in your field. The second thing you have to do is you must create mentorship platform, mentorship leverage. The third thing you have to do is to make sure that you create critical solutions. Be the first to create critical solutions to emerging problems in your field. And the fourth one is that you must make and give attention to the area, in the area of sacrifice. As long as you do that, you're going to rise up to become the leader in your field. I pray for you as I sign out. You're going to rise. Your business will rise. Your family will grow. Your vision and your drive will never be suffocated. Everything will work in your favor. You can't be stagnated. All things will work for you. I pray that the God Almighty that you serve is going to give you the inspiration, the motivation to be the best. I want you to rise up. I speak to your life. Wake up. Do the needful. And God will support you in the precious mighty name of Jesus Christ. All right. Please make sure you click on the notification button and also share with your friends and also watch and make sure you get connected with us anytime we drop this video. Do have a nice day. God bless you.